Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about today's video because I'm going to be talking about my top 5 all-time favorite handbags. So it was a little bit hard kind of deciding what I was going to include in this. Some of them were very obvious. The others I really kind of struggled. Like the last two I really struggled back and forth. But why I'm really excited about this video is because I actually decided to do kind of like a rating system. So I picked 5 categories and then I rated each bag on those categories and then each bag got a final total score. So when I'm going over the bags, I'm going to show you each score of the bag and then it'll kind of give me a little structure of, what makes the bag really, really good and what areas it's kind of lacking. So obviously, since I love these bags, they all did get pretty good scores, but you will be able to see some pros and cons when you see the rating system up on the screen. So I really hope this is helpful to you guys. I'm really excited to share with you guys my favorite handbags. So if you happen to be new, my name is Shay. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I would love for you to subscribe. We can share in our love for bags together because it's kind of unhealthy. Alrighty, so here I am. As you can see, I switched sides on the screen because right here is where I want to put up the rating system. So I'm going to put up the scores for each bag, and then I'll obviously be holding the bag, and you can kind of switch back and forth to see what I rated each category. So the 5 categories are appearance, ease of use, capacity, durability, and then finally price, which these bags don't really have the best price. And then at the end, I will obviously be giving each bag a total, down here, a total score. So I don't really have a specific order that I want to put the bags in. I'm just kind of going to grab them. I do know what I'm going to end with because the last one, I'm debating between the 2. I couldn't decide, so technically you're going to see 6 bags, but I used my rating system and one did kind of come up above the other, so I am gonna technically pick that one. So I'm gonna save those for the end, but then the rest aren't really gonna be in any order at all. Alrighty, so the first one kind of comes to no surprise. It is definitely an oldie, but a goodie, and it is my Louis Vuitton Speedy bandolier in the size 30. Love this bag. This bag, I feel like kind of started my channel in a way. It was the first bag that I ever talked about. It was probably like the first video that I ever did, and I've loved it for years and years, and to this day, I still absolutely love it. It does have an organizer in it right now, which is probably why it looks kind of, very shapely. There's no sag to it. And I also have this beautiful Louis Vuitton charm on here, and then obviously it does have the bandolier. So as far as the rating system goes, how I rated this, for appearance, I gave it an 8. Ease of use, I gave it a 9. Capacity, a 9. Durability, I actually gave it a 10 because I think this is so durable. And then finally, price-wise, I gave it an 8 because it does cost $1,390 currently. Obviously, there are price increases, but that's currently, as of 2018, the beginning of 2018, that is the price. So it's definitely not a fantastic price, but compared to some of the other bags that I'm gonna be showing, it does have a good price, so I did give it an 8. So that gives it a grand total of an 8.8, which is actually, I think, a really good score. I feel like it meets so many of the boxes and the categories. It's just scores really high, I think. It holds so much. It can kind of be like a black pit in a way. I do have an organizer in here, so I feel like it keeps me so much more organized. Some people don't like organizers. Mine is the original club. I've talked about them so many times on my channel, so it is just like the red organizer. I will link it down below if you guys are interested in one. It's such a classic bag, that's why it did score really high as far as appearance. In my opinion, it'll never go out of style, but again, that is just my opinion, and it's just something that I will never sell. I will never get rid of this bag. It is just a classic, and I love it. Another thing that I wanted to talk about when it comes to designer bags is pre-loved versus brand new. Half of these bags that I'm gonna talk about, I did get brand new. The other half, I totally got pre-loved, and I saved so much money on them. So I did just want to quickly talk about the Louis Vuitton Addicted Facebook group and the Chanel Addicted Facebook group. There's some for like almost every designer out there, and it's basically like the brand and then Addicted, and you just search that in Facebook and you request to join. Then they will approve you in a few days or a week. I know they get so many requests, so don't be offended if it takes a little while, but once you get into the group, you will love it. I bought this on there. I bought some of the other bags I'm going to show you on there, and I have saved thousands of dollars, and I've sold things on there, and it's just amazing. It's just an amazing group of people that have a love for luxury, and it's just really great. So the Louis Vuitton one is definitely the most popular one. I believe right now, as of this date, it has about 122,000 members, and the Chanel one I think is about 38,000 8,000. So when you do search for those groups, just make sure you guys are joining the correct ones, because there's a lot of them out there. And I'm not saying they're all bad, but there are ones that, you know, I don't trust as much maybe. There are so many experts in the addicted groups that if you were to post something that was non-authentic, I mean, they would jump on that so fast, be like, that's not real, and they'd be kicked out of the group. And I mean, I've seen it happen. So you obviously still have to do like your due diligence and make sure that everything looks okay when you're purchasing something, but it's just a lot more safe, and I really do just trust the people in there so much more. But anyway, I definitely recommend joining those groups if you like luxury handbags, because you can get some awesome deals on there. And then if you're looking to sell something, I really recommend selling it through those groups as well. But like I said, that is where I got this bag. It was in perfect condition, and it came with a box, the receipt, just everything. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that because I love it so much. And the next bag that is one of my all-time favorites, I actually also got pre-loved in the Chanel Addicted Facebook group. And what it is the Chanel Jumbo in the caviar leather with the gold hardware. And oh my gosh, I love this bag. This to me just screams classic handbag. I couldn't be happier with this. I wanted this for years and years, and the price point is just crazy. They recently had another price increase, so I got this for so much less, like thousands. I'll go over that in a minute, but let me just quickly go over with you what I rated this bag. Appearance-wise, I gave it a 9 because to me it is stunning. Maybe I should have given it a 10. I don't know. Maybe I should change it to a 10. Well, I already calculated the total score, so I'll just run with the 9. So ease of use, I gave it a 7. Capacity, 7. Durability, 9, because I think this, again, is so super durable. And then price point, I gave it a 4, because currently it retails for $5,900, which is just crazy. So when I originally got this, the retail price was $5,500. I got it for $4,000. So right now I have a savings of about $2,000. And when I got this, it was in pristine condition, brand new with the box, the receipt, the camellia, the ribbons, like everything. It looked like it came directly from a store, and I was so happy. So again, that's another reason why I recommend joining those Facebook groups, because it's just phenomenal. You can really find great deals. But yeah, as far as appearance, it's just, you know, I love the caviar leather, the black with the gold hardware. It's just, again, so classic. I love the appearance. And then the ease of use, I did give it a 7 because I do have it in the double flap. And this also comes in a single flap if you were to get it in a different year. Like a while back, they used to make single flaps. This is the double. So you do have to open it like this. And I know some people really struggle with whether they want the single or the double flap. Now that I have the double, I am 100% sold on the double flap. And let me tell you why, because I feel like in videos, people leave this part out, and it really makes a big difference. When you are in the store and you're looking at the double flap and you're like, I don't know if the double flap is going to bother me. Is it too much? Is it gonna be too hard to get in and out of? And the thing is, when you're looking at a bag, you're opening it like this, and it kind of like tends to like, you know, flip down, and you're like, oh, that's like really difficult. But the thing is, when you are wearing this bag, you're not getting into the bag like this. That's not how you do it. So you have it on your shoulder like this, and you just open it like that, and you get into it so easily. From this angle, it's just so much easier. You don't even think about the double flap. So that's the key. I did give it a 7 because it's obviously not as easy as some of the other bags, but I still like it a lot. I do think it holds quite a bit. It is the jumbo size, you know, it's not the maxi, so it's not like the biggest, but a lot of people really do like the medium as well, and I really like the medium size, but this is the jumbo. I personally think it works great for me, but a lot of people, like I said, do like the medium, so it just kind of depends on your build, how much you carry each day, how much you want to fit inside. I personally really like the jumbo, so I am happy that I got it, but I do kind of want the medium, it may be in a different color. So we'll see what happens down the road. But as far as the black with the caviar, I'm definitely happy I got it in this combination. The next bag that I want to talk about is the Gucci Marmont in the nude color, and it's in the medium size. And I just love this bag to pieces. I just love it, love it, love it. It is the prettiest nude color ever. Like, I really don't think there is a better nude color out there. I've just been wearing it like crazy ever since I got it, and I couldn't be more happy with it. It is in the medium size, but technically that is the largest size. I know they say medium, but there's also then a small, and then after that there's a mini, and then there's like a very, very, very mini one. So this actually is the largest size. It's very, very comparable actually to the jumbo size. They're like the same exact size. I actually do have this in a smaller size as well, in a different color. It's a velvet bag, and it's actually in the small size. And I really like that size as well, but for this bag, I just love how it's like an everyday bag. But let me just go ahead and give you guys my ratings. So for appearance, I gave this an 8. Ease of use, I gave it an 8. Capacity, a 7, so I gave it the same score as the jumbo. They're like the same exact size. Durability, I gave this a 7. And then price point, I gave it a 7. This retails for $2,490, so it is half the price of the Chanel Jumbo. I don't think it's going to hold up long term nearly as well as the Chanel Jumbo, but the price point is obviously a lot better. So this has a final total score of a 7.4. So it actually does rate a little bit higher, just by like 0.2 than the jumbo. And I really think the price point of the jumbo is kind of what brought it down a little bit, because I do prefer the jumbo over this one, but at the same time, I just love, love, love this bag as well. I love getting into it. You just press that button and it's just super, super nice. And I love how this strap is just so easy to kind of change out. You can wear it like this. You can put it, you know, crossbody. I wear it crossbody actually a lot more than I thought I would, but it holds so much more than a normal crossbody would. The leather is a little bit, it's very, very smooth. I don't see any scratches on it whatsoever. I have no color transfer either, but it is a lot softer than the caviar leather. So I do think, like I said, long term, it's not going to hold up as well. It is a lot more squishy, and I really try to be careful not to like squish this too much, because I could see this getting kind of pointy up here. But nonetheless, love this bag. It is definitely one of my favorites. The next bag might come as a surprise because I haven't had it very long, but I just love it so much already that I decided to put it in this video. It really just kind of like checks so many boxes for me, and it's just great. So let me just show you what it is. So it is my brand new Fendi Peekaboo in the black grained leather. It has the brown interior. It's the Celeria leather, so it's super, super durable. It's kind of like, you know, like I said, pebbled. It does have the silver hardware, which normally I go for gold, but in this combination, I just loved the silver. It's just so, so stunning, and this is what I got for Christmas this year, and like I said, I've only had it for like 2 or 3 weeks now. I've been wearing it a lot, so I guess obviously long term, I can't comment on durability, but I've just been loving it, and it's definitely going to be one of my favorites. I've been just wanting this bag for so long. So let me just go over my rating system for you guys. So appearance, I gave it a 9. I think it is just so incredibly stunning. Ease of use, I gave it an 8. Capacity, 9. Durability, 7. And then price point, I gave it a 3. So that is definitely the lowest score as far as price point goes. Currently, it retails for $5,100. I actually got it for $4,700. I actually did get the old price because they accidentally had the old price sticker in the bag when I was looking at it, and they decided to honor that price. So that is one of the main reasons I decided to jump on it, because I was already saving money, which I know still just, it's crazy amounts of money, but it was, I went into the whole story about it in the what I got for Christmas video, so I don't need to go over that again. But anyway, I just love the black and the brown together, so appearance-wise, I gave it a really high score. I do think it's extremely durable. I only gave it a 7, which still is good, but I just haven't had this very long, so I feel like I can't give it a great score because I don't know, you know, how it will hold up long term. It does have this shiny silver hardware. Maybe that'll get super, super scratched. I don't know. But as far as ease of use, I did give it an 8 because it's really easy to get into the bag. I really like just this turn lock here. It's just super easy, and it does have a lot of space on either side, you know, so that it just holds a lot. So I'm very, very happy with its capacity for sure. And yeah, I just really like how it goes on the crook of your arm, but you also have this strap. So it does remind me of the Speedy bandolier, and the fact that there's just a lot of different ways that you can wear it, and it's just so stunning. So I'm so happy I have this, and for sure it is one of my all-time favorites. Alrighty, so I am back in the middle now because I'm on to my 5th and final favorite bag, and it's the one where I just couldn't decide between two of them. So I'm gonna show you guys both of them. I'm gonna show you guys what I rate each bag, and then one did kind of come out on top, so I guess technically I'll pick that one, even though between the two, it's just so hard because I love them both so much. So what they are the Louis Vuitton Favorite MM and the Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse. Let me just quickly show you guys what I rated each bag. I'm just gonna pop it on the screen. So as you guys can see, the Favorite MM actually did come out on top, and to be totally honest, between the two, I probably do grab this one a little bit more because of its extreme ease of use. It is just the easiest bag to grab on the go, and it does fit quite a bit for a smaller crossbody bag. This is also a crossbody bag. It fits more than this one, but here is the handle. It is the Vachetta handle. I did spray it with the Apple Guard spray, and so many of you guys have asked how it's been holding up. So that's what it looks like. Looks amazing. I've been caught in many rainstorms, and you can't even tell. There is nothing on that handle. So I definitely highly recommend the Apple Guard spray. I've been very pleased with that. But nonetheless, I still try not to go out in crazy weather with this. But with this, I did end up getting the monogram strap, so I don't have the Vachetta strap on it. So it is just all canvas. It's so easy to wear. I love both so much. I think this one is prettier for sure. Like the appearance of this is just, to me, so much better than this one, even though I love both. So it's just such a tie. Like, I just love them both so much. But like I said, I guess this one technically comes out on top, but I'm still happy that I'm showing both because I just love them so much. I did get this one brand new. This one I got in the Louis Vuitton Addicted group. I got a really great price for it. This does retail for $985 brand new, whereas this one retails for $1,830, so it is considerably more money. Both of these bags actually have been extremely hard to get brand new lately. They're just not available anywhere. They're not available on the website. So again, if you are interested in getting them pre-loved, definitely check out the Facebook groups because I see them on there quite a bit. It doesn't have to be the Facebook groups. If you want to do Fashion File, if you want to do the Real, there's definitely other websites that are great too. They do authentication. You can send them back if you don't like them. So, with everything, there's pros and cons. Alrighty, so now that I have shown you guys my top 5 all-time favorite handbags, let me quickly just show you the final total scores to see which bag has come up on top and which bag is the lowest. The very highest score actually is the Louis Vuitton Speedy Bandolier 30, and that got an 8.8. So overall, it seems like it is the best bag. And then the lowest score actually is a tie between the Chanel Jumbo and the Fendi Peekaboo. Obviously, those are just because of the price points. That did drastically bring down the points, unfortunately. I feel like Chanel kind of has earned their price point a little bit more than Fendi. But either way, I still just love those bags so much. So even though they got a little bit lower scores compared to the other ones, I'm not saying I love them the least. I'm honestly not sure which one is my number one. It really just goes in waves, and I'm sure you guys are very familiar with that feeling. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What bag is your all-time favorite? I want to know, so leave it down below in the comment section. And what is your favorite handbag of mine? I'm curious, out of the 5 that I showed you today, which one you guys like the very best. I'm really actually kind of curious what you guys think. Maybe you don't like any of them, and that's totally fine too. But I would love to get some feedback from you guys. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye! I've been loving everything you